Oh hell
Last of
yeah.
the Timelords. What's that? Oh yeah, what the hell? Series 3 finale? Jesus Christ!
Ain't
I
no
thought.
way did bro just forget what Last of the Time
I
Lords
always,
is.
genuinely, I always forget what the actual last, like, the last episode of the series 3. I always forget the name of it. Like, if you tell me, so I bet in your life one time somebody's gone to you, I bet you can't name all episodes of Doctor Who and you've done it. Please tell me,
Uh,
Mother, I'm just a sadder.
no, I have. My mate did it once when we're having
Yeah,
prees at my house,
yeah,
and
exactly.
we only stopped because he was like, I get it. You know the episodes. You can shut up.
Well, people, when that happens to me, I always forget Last of Time Lords. And whenever I see it written down, I feel like it's a fake episode that somebody just made up. So I was thinking, what the fuck's this? Have I missed something? Is this a classic Who one which I've forgotten about? And then I've gone, oh yes! After Sound of Drums, dear me, memories going.
I think it's probably because it was so widely hated for so long. Probably. So like,
Right. I've never ever hated this. I never got it. Even as a kid, when I was younger, maybe not as a kid, but when I was younger, and I started to get into like what's liked and what's loved, well, what's liked and what's hated, what's loved in the fandom. When I started going online, I think I was shocked when I found out this was hated. I never got it. No,
I
I mean,
will be honest. I've had a sort of reverse of like when I first started becoming a diehard. Like obviously I've watched the show my whole life, but I wasn't a diehard until about 2018. When I
yeah,
rewatched the whole show then, and I'd rewatched Last of the Time Lords, I actually did not like it. It's only in the last 3 years or so that I actually do really fucking love it.
yeah,
And
I
I think
agree.
I know why the episode gets hated, and it is
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of stupid, but it's kind of fair.
it's the ending, I think, that turns most people off.
I think,
The
yeah,
the
it's the
flying doctor
visuals.
stuff, yeah,
Yeah,
all of that definitely just throws people off. And I think when you ask people why they don't like the episode, that's the first thing they'll say.
yeah. This is kind of why it's annoying to see it be hated in this way, because it's like
Yeah,
the Dobby Doctor. Yes, it looks stupid, but it does make sense to happen. It does play into the drama well. The Doctor
yeah,
floating like Jesus and T-posing across to the Master does look stupid, but also it makes sense to happen and is actually like very thematically pleasing, especially
yeah,
considering the Sim Master's characterization. Like
yeah.
those are the
I agree.
reasons it's hated. It's literally just hated because it looks stupid, and
It's a great character piece for Martha as well.
it's fantastic.
Really, really, like this episode alone makes Martha just 10 times better.
Oh yeah.
It's just great.
With my hot take on like RTD era companions, this like episode's definitely has some of the best Martha moments.
Yeah.
The hot take being that I think Martha's the worst of the three, but not that she's bad, because she's obviously not. She's still fucking brilliant.
To be honest, I don't even think that's a I think Martha. It's probably Yeah, that's the thing. She's the worst of the three, but I don't like the word worst because that makes her feel like she's
Yeah,
bad when she's
yeah,
still
yeah.
fucking brilliant. Like my top three companions,
Oh
she'd
yeah, same, yeah.
probably be in because I think my top three companions would probably be Donna, then Rose, then Martha. So it's not even like she's bad at all. She's literally
No,
still
no, not even
amazing.
close.
Like
I think it's
absolutely
purely
amazing.
because I'm surprised you agree with that, because most people would just say that Rose is the worst.
No,
which is-
Rose at this point is underrated, but that's another story.
Rose is beyond underrated, but that's a tangent in
Right.
itself. But
Yeah.
with Martha, I think the most pleasing moment in the episode is the ending where it's like, she says to the Doctor, she's like, I spent all this time with you thinking I was second best, but you know what? I am good. It's like that.
Yeah.
After having all that confidence build up over the series, and then she saves the world, sacrificing everything to save the world. It's like, oh, bro, nah. Oh, he doesn't do them like this anymore.
I think what I also picked up upon this. I don't know if you have as well, but the fact she spends the whole episode having to use the Doctor's name to get people to essentially save the world, I think that also makes her think It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like well written in a sense that she has to use the Doctor to save the world. When in a sense, the Doctor's going to get all of the, you know, the it's going to be all the Doctor save. In reality, she walked the world, and she just essentially talked about the Doctor. But in reality,
Oh
she
yeah.
was the one saving the world, and I think that's very, very, very clever the way that's done. In a sense that she's realised she's not second best.
Mm.
She's walked the earth, and she's spoken about the Doctor, and she's realised that she's done this all on her own, despite the fact she's had to use the Doctor to save the world. It's very clever. It's very, very clever. On a
It,
whole, the episode's great. I'd
oh
probably
yeah.
agree with really, really good as well
I
in
would
terms
agree.
of
I
like
would agree with
take.
really, really good. I think it's this is a hotter take than this. This is by far easily, easily Russell's best finale.
Hold on, just using my brain here to remember.
Partner of the Ways, Doomsday, this, and Journey's End, and maybe End of Time if you want to be facetious or pedantic or whatever.
I
Actually,
wouldn't
wait,
quite
no.
agree with that.
I would agree with it more so in. Everyone says the worst thing about them is the resolutions. This is the only one that it's like, it makes sense, and it's satisfying, and has a good setup, because it's like, the one in Partner of the Ways is pretty underwhelming. It's like, yeah, it makes sense, but it's like, wow, okay, so that was a... okay. The one in Doomsday also makes sense, and it's sort of like, I mean, yeah, they've all been through the void. If you reverse it, they'll go back in, but that's a bit... I mean, is that it? And then with... I hate the one in Journey's End. I think it's fucking stupid. There is no logical reason that Russell could ever pull out of his arse that the Daleks would have a thing where if you just reverse it, then they blow up. Like, that is so stupid.
I feel like something from Empire of Death. That.
It feels like it.
Just, I like Empire of Death, but that's another kettle of fish. That one.
You are gonna fucking hate my video then.
Yeah, I'm dreading it.
You're gonna despise it.
This take goes in the top tier, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm more than sound to put this in based Omega Unit. I don't know what the general consensus on the episode really is anymore because I'm not really.
No, the thing is, I'm not involved on my account as much. But even if I was, I don't think I'd know because I don't think people actually know themselves whether they like it or hate it. So weird.
I don't really look on many Well, it's like I don't look on Doctor Who Twitter unless I get a random tweet in my For You thing, which is 90% of the time bad. So I'll just ignore it, so they don't get put in the algorithm. And the people who I follow on Instagram, for the most part, are like pretty based. And people like outside of our circle, I don't really listen to anymore because, I mean, they either hate us, so they'll be unreasonable, or I'm just sort of like, well, truth be told, also, I'm just not interested anymore. Like, I've kind of got better things to do.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'd be interested to start looking outside again, but also, I mean, I've got better things to do, you know?
No, please don't. Twitter's a shithole.
Oh, maybe I would then.
Let's move. Series 5 is better than...
Goodbye. Yeah, absolutely not. Series 5 is better than Series 1, 2, or 3? No. No. But, to make this more interesting, you quite like Series 5, don't you?
Ooh. Right. I don't know where I stand with Series 5. I don't know where I stand with Series 6. I don't know where I stand with Series 7 because I remember maybe last year, the year before, I went through a thing where I was like, Series 5 is genuinely so overrated. Everything's mid. There's no actually amazing episode. There's some stinkers. There's some boring ones. Amy isn't a good character. She's actually really, really a bad person, and I really struggle. To be honest, I still stand by that. Whenever I watch Series 5, I really struggle to buy into Amy because I just don't like her. I think
she's horrible.
She genuinely mistreats Rory, and I'm not like trying to be dramatic and have a hot take, but genuinely, she literally tries to cheat on him, and there's no
At their
excuse for that.
wedding.
I don't understand. To me, I can't like a character when, I don't understand how I'm supposed to like a character, and then at the end of the series, she tries to do it again, and I just don't think it's talked about enough that a literal main companion of the show you're supposed to like, and there's no sort of like redemption to like, oh, she cheated on the doctor, but she realised in the end that she really loved Rory the most. No, because at the end of the fucking series, she tries to kiss him on the wedding day. People are like, oh, well, it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke. It's
It's not
not a
funny
joke.
though.
You can
It's not a
if it's
joke.
a
It's not
yeah, if it's a
funny.
joke, it's not funny. But you could the way it's acted and the way it's done, she's like down bad the way she's looking at him. So I don't
Yeah, it's
care about
fucked.
that. Series
It's
5
so fucked.
is, to me, 1, 2, and 3 are better. That doesn't mean Series 5 is
Cool,
bad.
yeah.
I still enjoy it, but I don't. I think what carries it is the nostalgia. Like, whenever I see promo images or trailers or just
Oh
general
god, yeah.
some episodes, there's so much nostalgia. I mean, for me, each like era or series of Doctor Who, they have some sort of nostalgia in terms of where I was in my life when I was watching it. Like, I remember some Doctor Who tweets lore here. I used to live in Spain, so Series 5 aired just as I'd moved back to England. Literally the night it aired, the 11th hour, I moved back, and I remember like begging to stay up and watched it. And I remember watching, and obviously this is my first Doctor since 10, so it was a very new experience. And I remember loving Series 5 when it first came out. I just got those little character building figures. Can you remember? I don't know if you know about them. Like, just so much shit is attached to Series 5 and nostalgia. But, like, it's not aging very well. And I don't like to say that, but there's just some bits that don't work for me as much as it used to. And that's a shame, but I don't know, maybe it's kind of ironic in a sense that it's a fairy tale series, and when you're growing up, you grow out of it.
That's a good point, actually.
It's it's true. To me, it's just. To me, if I wasn't so nostalgic for Series 5, I think it would be down mid. But I like it a bit more because it's Series 5. But it's not better than 1, 2, or 3. No way.
I'm in a very similar camp as in Series 5 will it will always hold a special place in my heart, and I do actually quite like it. Well,
yeah, same. I don't hate it. It's just
the thing is with me, it's like I do like Series 5, but I think the reason I get so annoyed by it is because this is why it's mad that most people are like, oh, people only like RTD1 because nostalgia. 90% of the people who like Series 5 just like it because it's nostalgia. Because if you really look at Series 5, it's pretty shit. Like,
that's what I mean.
It's like, I love Series 5. Like, even watching it, like, I'm just sort of like, it just brings us back to watching it.
Yeah,
when
I feel like
aired.
a kid. I feel like a kid again whenever I watch it. That's what I mean. That's why I could never hate it, no matter what.
Yeah.
But
the only thing I hate in Series 5 is the finale. I hate the finale so much. And I think
you know
it's
what?
because it
I like the
undermines all the
first
character
part.
drama. I don't even like the first
part,
half.
but that second part is fucking wank, man. Jesus Christ.
I don't even like the first half because the second half is just so fucking shit and undermines like everything that the series and the story built.
Yeah.
But when you rewatch the first one,
I've
it's
always
just
said
like
that. Yeah.
the first part. It's like it's just them dicking around at the Stonehenge, and then there's the Doctor says he's cool to scare the aliens off again, and it's like I do hate the finale. The rest of the series, I vibe with it, but it fucking sucks. It would be for real.
I don't even know. This is the thing with Series 5. The episode quality of Series 5 is not good.
Yeah, it's really bad.
That's when I've grown up, I've realised that. Because when you look at it, you've got 11th hour, okay, that kind of slaps. Then you've got Beast Below. There's some people that kind of had a little resurgence on that, but to me, that's always been a bit air. There's some good character work for a little bit, but that's it. Victory of the Daleks, no. Colourful Daleks, they look cool. That's it. Then what's after that? I can't even remember anymore. Where do we go after that?
Two-parter, which is mid as fuck.
You know what? I forgot about that. I do quite like that. I think I watched that the other week. Actually, I remember quite enjoying that. There's some good tension in that. I do like the tension in that. I'm fine with that one.
I don't dislike it. I just think it's fine, like
Yeah,
impressively
it's
mediocre. Like it's not special. It did sort of kill the aura, the Weeping Angels, and also Amy does sexually assault the Doctor, which is like, wow, how the fuck did you write that?
oh.
Yeah,
But
that
that's
scene
what
is
I mean. That
awful.
there's not that good. I mean, I think the best episode of the series is probably Amy's Choice.
Amy's Choice or Vincent and the Doctor?
Oh, damn it! You know, I'm changing my mind now. Already, I forgot about
I,
Vincent the Doctor. Fucking hell.
yeah, I
Oh
think I'm more
shit.
so lean towards that one because Tony Curran's performance is fucking
Oh
incredible.
yeah.
And as much as I do like Karen Gillan, in Series 5, her performances are not that good. A lot of them are very noticeably shoddy.
I don't mind it. I think she's all right.
I think it's not in every episode, but it is in some of them where she's sort of noticeably weaker.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I think the finale's one of them. It's the moment where the Doctor's given this like lovely speech about, oh, you don't need your imaginary best friend anymore. And it's like, yeah, there's tears in her eyes, but there ain't nothing going on behind there. Like, she's just blank staring at him. And I'm just like, why are you looking at him like that? He's
Probably still
pouring his
down
heart
bad
out
for him,
you,
to be
yeah.
fair. Probably
just
still
thinking,
down
"Oh,
bad.
He's going in there, I can't shag him anymore."
Okay, in terms of the take, that's a shit take. In conclusion, we'll end on that little note on that one. You know,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Jesus.
What we're putting this in? You ain't cooking shit, or the fuck you on about?
I don't know if it's that bad, you know, when I think about it. Like I feel like it's one of those opinions where it's a bit respectable. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like one of those where I'm gonna get really fuming about, or I'm gonna be like, I mean, obviously respect all opinions. I'm not trying to say I don't I'm not trying to say I don't respect everyone, but I'm just saying like it's one of those where
everyone. I respect
Yeah.
no one.
exactly.
joking.
That's what
I'm
I'm
just
really.
joking.
But maybe L take.
I think I think L take. I was probably being a bit hot. Hang on, I'll be 2 seconds. My dog is fucking scratching my door.
Radio
I have
Richie still isn't
returned.
recording. Oh, he's returned. The dog alive?
He's barking at kids.
Ah,
He's barking
all
at these
been there.
annoying little shits playing out the front.
All been there.
What? Barking at kids?
Yep. Anyway, so Moffat is oh, it's quite based, isn't it?
Let's just get this in based Omega. Stephen Moffat is so overrated as a writer. He's awesome, but showrunning, this, yup, Moffat seemingly lost the ability to write good stories as soon as he became showrunner, and it's really sad. Like he does still have some good episodes when he's showrunner, but they're few and far between.
Nothing. Yeah, that's the thing. Nothing apart from maybe the only one that jumps out to me is Heaven Sent, and that's the only one I'd say where the quality's like because when you think about it, the quality in series 1 to 4 when he's writing is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
But then as soon as it's showrunner, even when he's not bad and he's still writing good stories, they're still not like
they never lived up to what he did before.
yeah.
Like all the
Turn into a
episodes
villain.
in the Moffat era that bro, what the fuck was I gonna say? I just forgot. Oh,
Where he's got lost.
all of them episodes in the Moffat era that live up to the standard of the RTD era, like of just standalone bangers. Almost none of them are written by Moffat, which I think
Yeah.
is very telling. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to
I'll
think
agree.
of episodes in his era that even stick out, but like Heaven Sent, Extremis.
Say the 11th hour.
I'm
Yeah.
sort of. I like the 11th hour. I just think it's got some stupid shit in it that drags it down a bit. But as
I agree with
as a
that.
Doctor intro, it's incredible. But there's some stupid shit in it.
I think
I
that's
actually
it.
can't even think of any. I think that might be it. You know.
Probably one from Series 8 that I'm not thinking of.
Yeah, surely there must be one from Series 8.
Oh, Mummy on the Rig. That's not him, is it?
No, he didn't write that. It was Jamie Matheson.
See, I'm a fan of Listen, but that's not as good as the others.
I need to rewatch Listen. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I'm
I
not sure if
really
it's
like
actually good or
Listen.
not.
I really
I
like
remember
Listen.
really liking it, but I don't remember if it is actually good or not.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with this take then.
Yeah. To spice it up slightly more, I have a hotter take, and it's that Boom shit.
Oh, yeah. Me and Finn Page were talking about Boom the other week. I think it's a tad overrated. I think it's
I think
shit. I just don't think it's that good.
I think it's really
What the-
shit.
Can't remember what I gave it. Maybe like a 7 out of 10.
I think I
Everyone
gave it a
acts like
7 at
it's-
first, and it moved down to like a 3 or 4, I think.
Bit of a drop off. Fucking hell.
I noticed something horrendous when reviewing it, and it's that the entire foundation of the plot is built upon these fucking morons killing themselves in circles for 6 months and no one notices. Like, that's so
Yeah, that is
stupid. It's like the Anglican Marines are characterized before as pretty intelligent. I refuse to believe they're stupid enough to do that for 6 months and not notice.
Oh, Wang Chang official if he was a soldier. Anyway. Getting rid of two body body.
Sorry.
I'm reading this take, but I don't get it.
It really tickles us for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm trying to read it, but I can't lock in.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
Come on. Getting rid of two parters badly hurt the series and was legitimately one of Moffat's biggest mistakes. Did he get rid of two parters?
In Series 7. There's no 2-parters in Series 7.
Mate, do you reckon this uses on about Chibnall?
I don't know,
this-
to be fair, because
this-
Chibnall had 2-parters, didn't he?
I don't think, not in Series 11, then not in Series... Oh, yeah, there's two parters in Series 12. I don't... Right, if we're going about Moffat, and if we're on about Series 7, then...
I'd agree for Series 7, because so many Series 7 stories need 2 parts.
Nah. I get it now. It's because obviously Series 1 to 4 had loads of 2-parters and then they got massively reduced even if there was only like 1 or 2 a series. Like when you think about Series 1, you had loads, didn't you? That's what they're trying to say, the reduction of them. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that, you know.
I absolutely agree, because so many stories in the Moffat era suffer from having just ridiculously stupid endings that clearly needed, or like stories just being so rushed and clearly needing a second part. Yeah, that's a base take. I forgot.
It took us longer to So we're not being mean, by the way. Whoever wrote this,
No, we're just stupid.
We're just stupid. But I think we might just both be secretly pissed and drinking on this Saturday evening. I doubt it.
I would never drink on a Saturday. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous, man. It's a working day. It's a working day. It's a rest day tomorrow.
As I sit here on a stool talking about Doctor Who.
Yeah. Though this opinion is based. It's
no, yeah, absolutely.
I honestly feel like we're whacking too many things in the top thing. I don't know if I want to whack it in the top tier because I don't know. Oh,
actually,
yeah.
I think. Hold on. What's the tier? I think I would put it in agreeable because I wouldn't say it's one of his biggest mistakes. Because his biggest mistakes, I would go to be in like the horrendous series arcs, the inconsistent characterization, the just bad stories in general, and just like putting off the assignment until the last second, and then just the answer's just bullshit anyway. So I wouldn't say it's one of his biggest issues, but I would definitely say it is an issue. Like, I'd put it in agreeable, probably.
Yeah, I think sometimes when you look at like series 5 and 6, you can like all of the dead weight episodes, like I don't know, like Vampires in Venice and shit. I feel like you could just get rid and just make another episode of 2-part and it'd just be better.
I do miss when the filler episodes were still like good.
I say that, but I've just remembered that Silurian 2-part exists, and that was fucking
Oh my fucking god. You know what? That might be the bigger issue, is that the rare stories that did get two parts were all fucking
Yeah,
awful.
that's. I was just starting to think about that. Like,
It's like,
most of the
what do
two
you have
parts from Zero
in...
aren't that good.
Yeah, it's like, what do you have in Series
Series,
5?
you,
The
the Angel
Angels one, which
one,
is like,
I like that. I
eh,
still like that.
it's alright, yeah. The
The solo
Silurian
one's fucking
one,
boring.
awful.
The finale's
The
shit.
awful.
Series
Series 6, what do you
6.
got?
The
The
opener's
opener,
good.
which is...
The opener's good. I
Mm,
like the
the opener.
opener. I like the opener.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, the opener sucks.
Yeah.
The first part's not that bad, but the second part is pretty shit.
I don't even know what the rest of any others in Series 6. I'm just hold on, I
I
was
don't
just
think
thinking.
I don't think there is any others in Series 6. I'm trying to think.
Oh no! The Cum Doctor! The Cum
Oh my
Doctor!
god, I forgot about that. Not the cum
Oh
episode.
no! Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have done two parters because they're all fucking wank anyway.
Yeah, because you just
Oh
give them to the
no!
shit stories instead of the ones that
That's
needed
why
two
he stopped.
parts.
That's why he stopped in Series 7.
You know what I think's really annoying? Is he went from one extreme to the other. It's like, Series 7 suffered majorly because none of the stories were two parts. And then Series 9 suffers majorly because every story is two
Yeah,
parts.
yeah.
But
Oh my
because
god, I
they're all
forgot
two
about that.
parts, it
Oh
makes them
no.
all so much worse because they're
Oh my
all
god,
shit.
series 9.
Except
Oh,
the Flood
I don't want
two-parter.
to talk about the series 9. Can we just put this in agreeable and move on? I don't want to think about the series 9. I really hate
We're
series
gonna
9.
put this in agreeable, and I'm gonna start mauling about the fact that I got destroyed by so many people on Twitter for saying that Series 9 was bad, which should not be a hot
Oh, oh
take
my
in the
god, so did
slightest.
I. So did I. I think that's one of the things I got absolutely cancelled by. And I think it was. No, what? Oh, I got cancelled by saying that I didn't ship 12, Clara.
Damn, so like you got cancelled for being a normal person.
Yeah.
For not being... Oh, I'm not gonna say that, that's a bit mean. No, I won't say that.
Yeah, don't be mean. Let's be respectful. You can ship who you
Be...
like, guys. Ship who
You
you
can
want,
ship
but
whoever you want, but don't start like cramming it on other people, you know?
that's what I mean. Like I never got it because it was one of. I didn't even say it in like a mean way. Like I wasn't like, oh my god, whoever ships 12 9 12 Clara is like an idiot, is a twat. I think I literally just said I don't see it. I just don't see why you ship them, how you can ship them, because to me they're just friends. I think I literally said that I see their relationship the exact same as Donna and Tenwell, they're just best mates. And then I got shat on horrendously. And I think they also found my other stuff on Series 9 where I just hated it, and they also shat on me for that. So yeah, I've just got trauma from Series 9 in general. No, no. You know, I completely forgot to say this. When I say I rewatched New Who last year, guess what I stopped on?
Series 9.
Yeah, I watched that two-parter, Magicians, whatever, Amelia,
Oh,
Apprentice,
fucking hell.
Dalek, Missy thing. Watched it, thought, yeah, I'll call that a day then. Never finished the rest because
I don't
I
blame
wanted
you.
to. I wanted to try and get to series 10, and I wanted to try and rewatch 11 to 13. I think this was. I wanted to do this before the 60th aired. Just couldn't do it. Just could not
I
do it.
don't understand why Series 9 has such avid defenders. It literally has some of the worst stories I've ever seen.
It's literally got a story called Sleep No More. It's like reminding me of how much this series keeps me up at night because I hate it that much. Genuinely, I always say this. Sometimes I think if you didn't have Peter Bacardi and Jenna Coleman in that series absolutely
Oh, yeah.
carrying it with their acting, I genuinely think with the story quality that is worse than series 11, 12 and 13. Sometimes I think it, sometimes I don't. But when I look, and Heaven Sent, oh yeah, if Heaven Sent wasn't in that it would be worse than probably series
Yeah,
13.
that was one of the comments I was getting the most. I'm like, how are you gonna say this about Series 9? It has Heaven Sent. I'm like, okay, yeah, it has the Magician's Apprentice, the Witch's Familiar, the Girl Who Died, the
Yeah,
Woman Who
I
Lived,
don't.
Sleep
Yeah,
No More, Hellbent, like
same with
Face the
series
Raven. Like,
Flux. I don't. Flux and series. I'm on about Flux. Yeah, Flux. Like, I hate that series. I think it's shit. But at the same time, I
awful.
really like Village of the Angels. And then
Yeah.
when I was saying I hate Flux, I was like, so people are like, yeah, but Village of the Angels, you gave that a 9 out of 10. So why are you ranking it so low? Why do you think it's a bad series all of a sudden? And I'm
So
like,
one
because
good
this whole
does not make up
this
for the rest being shit.
yeah, this whole series is based upon a really heavy story arc, and the last two episodes completely fumbled it. And Village of the Angels is probably the only episode from Flux you can sit and watch on its own because it's quite separate from the other lot. But that's Flux
And
for
what a
you.
surprise, it's not written by the showrunner.
Yeah.